Hi, we're going to just go through glute bridge today, going through a couple of variations and how we can make it slightly more functional. So glute bridge is a great one for building a little bit of glute muscle activation, so our buttock muscles. It can also be a really nice one for helping us to find a little bit of length through our lower spine, a nice one for helping us with a bit of strength for walking or helping us to bring ourselves back into equilibrium when we're moving. So we're going to find ourselves a comfortable squat lying on our backs. If you're uncomfortable lying completely flat, you can always pop a folded up towel underneath your head. Knees bent up to relax distance, heels from bottom and feet about hip width apart. Just make sure that you're grounded through the whole of your feet on both sides. So we're going to start off just by rolling our pelvis backwards. And that will mean maybe feeling a little bit of gentle tension in our lower abdomen. You might feel your bottom muscles starting to work very subtly. And you'll feel that your sit bones, rather than pointing out towards your heels, are now pointing slightly more towards the back of your knees. Now we're going to keep that roll going, and we're going to start to gradually lift up vertebrae by vertebrae, keeping the rib cage nice and soft and relaxed. So you can see my spine still staying nice and long. I'm not arching excessively through there. I'm really keeping the idea of my sit bones going towards the back of my knees, and if you feel in your buttocks, they should be working quite hard here. To lower down again, I'm going to start by sinking down through my rib cage, keeping my spine long, lowering vertebrae by vertebrae, and then my pelvis just resets at the bottom of the movement back to my neutral again. Okay, so that's your basic glute bridge. What we can add is we can add maybe something around our shins. So that doesn't have to be anything stretchy. It could be a belt, it could be a dressing gown cord, just something to gently push against. My thighs are still parallel here, so I'm not pushing outwards excessively. Just something to activate. Same thing, gently rolling through our pelvis, peeling out, keeping the sit bones aiming towards the back of our knees, and then peeling back down again. So that can be one nice variation that just gets our buttock muscles working that little bit more. Now, the other thing that we can do is make it a little bit more functional for walking. So we're going to do exactly the same peel up. So peeling up until the front of our hips feel fairly flat, keeping our spine long. We're going to place our hands on the front of our hips. Now you're going to keep one hip lifted, and the other hip you're just going to let drop. So you can see the front of this hip is still staying flat. This hip is just dropping down towards the ground, completely relaxing those buttocks on that side. And then tucking back up again, remembering the long spine. This one stays lifted, other one drops. Okay, glute muscles relax, hip relax. This one's staying lifted and working. Peel back up again. And we can just keep that going, that little drop and lift, alternating. And this should feel as though it's really working hard on your glutes. You'll probably feel the burn a little bit earlier than the other exercises. Reasons to stop with this one, so when you know that you're tired, is either when the glute burn gets really significant, or if you find that you just can't keep your spine long. So sometimes as things get tight here, your back starts to arch, you might even get some symptoms of sort of achiness in your lower back. That's when to lower yourself down and stop. Okay, that's your body sign that it's too tired to correct, it's too tired to work to keep your spine long, and you need to stop there. And if you found that your back feels a little bit achy after that, some very gentle knee hugs, you know, just giving you back a little bit of a stretch out afterwards. So in terms of how many, how often, working until you feel fatigued through your glutes, or as we just talked about, until you can't correct that long spine, until you can't maintain that long spine, you can do a couple of sets of those. And throughout the day, if you have the time, you can always add a few more in. As long as you're not finding this aggravating your symptoms, you can just play around with this and do a few more throughout the day as well. As always, any questions, any concerns, just get back in touch. Give me a shout via email and I can always help you to troubleshoot. Take care.